There's no way to say Vin Diesel in an uncool way. It's it's like you try and you're like, oh, Vin Diesel still sounds cool.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Vin Diesel, the actor who could have been more. The absolute the absolute powerhouse coming out of Cannes. His short film, Multifacial, the one he wrote, directed, and starred in, premiered at the 1995 Cannes Film Festival.
Don't exist. I'm seeing this girl for like 3 months already, right? I bring her candies, I bring her flowers, I take her to movies, nice restaurants. I'm treating this girl kind of special, right? And I'm meeting her family, she's meeting my family. I'm about to let her start hanging out with the fellas, which, as you know, is something you don't do, is a big no-no. Anyhow,
A tiny, self-financed film shot for practically nothing. And yet, Cannes loved it. It got him immediate attention from casting directors because it showed exactly what Diesel wanted the industry to understand. He wasn't just a type. He wasn't one race. He wasn't one stereotype. He was an actor.
Hey man, I'm gonna be honest with you. You're a little too light. I mean, I could read you, but you're really too light.
that's all right. I actually appreciate your honesty.
We're doing industrial next week, and we're gonna need some Spanish stuff.
Okay, that's
All right.
cool. All right, yeah. Okay, thanks. All right, see you.
And then came Strays, his first feature film. He wrote it, directed it, and starred in it. Again. It premiered at Sundance in 1997, one of the most impossible festivals to break into.
Redford, and he's walking slowly towards me and he says, "Thank you for being a part of this festival. We're very happy to have you here." And then he said, "I'm a great fan of your work." That's such a nice thing that you said to me. That is my trophy. That made the whole trip worthwhile.
It didn't win awards, but it got him the only thing that mattered. Spielberg saw Multifacial and personally called him in for Saving Private Ryan. That doesn't just happen. That's a 1 in a billion moment. And from there, he followed up with Boiler Room, Knock Around Guys, and then the movie that changed everything, Pitch Black. It was advertised as the next Schwarzenegger, a rising action star, a new physical presence. However, was that Vin's plan? This young New York actor, performing amazing monologues, writing character pieces, shooting films on credit cards and hope. There was clear depth in his work. Camera loved him. If you look at this scene in Multifacial, you can pick it apart in the best ways.
Commercials are made for it. Yo, I can't wait till I do enough real work, real acting work, but I don't have to sweat commercials, you know what I'm saying?
Vin taking off his earring before an audition, because he knows they don't want that look. But instead of just removing it, he turns the motion, the activity of removing the earring, into part of the performance. It's grounded, natural, and effortless. He involves it in conversation. The conversation with an old friend about life and auditions. It's small, intimate, and loaded with subtexts. You get little hints of frustration of the actors, what it's like when you hear other people doing well, to be thinking about your own life while still being in the moment, and it's completely enjoyable to watch. The phone booth scene. He wipes the fake tattoo off his arm while speaking. All this happens as traffic is moving behind him, adding kinetic energy to the frame. This film has this pure, guerrilla-style vitality. It's chaotic but alive.
Yvette Otero.
Yeah.
Did you read the sides?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Yeah. Okay. Come in.
And now you to go for that, huh?
Look, that was back then when I was young and didn't have a baby.
Coño, and now we do. And my business is our bread and butter. And don't you ever...
The humour of the Italian and Spanish audition scenes, perfectly balanced, understated and human. His monologue is deep, subtly emotional. But what makes it hit harder is that the whole movie has been fast-paced. He suddenly slows down, he holds the frame, and forces the audience to lean in. It validates the character, gives him weight, and showcases what Vin Diesel was capable of.
My dad died last year. And only then did I realize how ignorant I was. A lack of credit I had given my father. My dad was a black actor. But he wanted me to go one step further. He wanted me to be an actor. Just an actor.
Through it all, Vin is striking on camera. It's obvious. Even without knowing his story, why Spielberg saw something special. There's presence. He has this natural charisma. Luck aside, you can see it. Vin Diesel was a real star in the making. Then came Strays. The dinner scene. Vin asking the waiter for help with the wine. It's a small, comedic, but almost entirely natural performance. There's no overacting, no forced punchline. It just exists in this moment that we may be able to relate to. Navigating this scene with charm and subtle timing. At the phone booth, this awkward interaction with this guy, it's effortlessly awkward, and yet somehow completely cool to watch. There's a tension between them, self-consciousness, and it's basically us getting to watch an awkward, comedic, yet story-driven scene. You get the vibe that Vin is trying to put across. You can feel it. You're on the streets with him. You can feel the sun, the busyness of the city, the people walking past, and just the cool factor of just using this payphone, doing a deal that he's doing, while at the same time dealing with strangers in the street, people interacting, and awkward moments that happen. And it's very entertaining to watch. The scene on the bench. His new girlfriend asks him about his friends. Struggle is very clear, him trying to open up, but it's not easy for this character. And watching him navigate that hesitation, again, is incredible to watch. At no point do you feel like he's acting. The end scene is a powerful performance. It's emotional, and it's something unique that he builds up to in the movie.
Yeah, that's funny.
What the fuck is so funny about that? What the fuck is so fucking funny about that? Why the fuck would that be funny? You think it's fucking funny that he gives his fucking girl a disease? What the fuck is funny about giving your poor girl a disease?
But the real special part of the film is the hanging out, the authenticity, standing in a towel in front of the guys, blowing smoke while delivering lines. It's unapologetic, it's masculine, and full of New York bravado. The scenes on the train, just hanging out, talking, just existing in the moment, it's very authentic. You can tell everything is shot guerrilla style. You get real streets, real apartments, real trains. There's an energy to it, a pulse.
I do things in the bathroom. I do things like I read there.
That was one take. Boom! Jump on the train, shoot out those lines from 59th Street up to 125th Street on the D train. And it was like, do it. You know, there's people talking, hey, hey, you know, screaming and yelling in the background. You couldn't ask for more realness, you know? And it just really, really magically works. It was all about the realness.
It's an enjoyable, slow, but full of life movie. Bringing back the girls to his place, the awkwardness, the chilled vibes, the lived-in performances. Not one of them looks like they're acting. It's a great hangout movie with emotional depth. It's rough in places, but it does exactly what it's needed to do. It shows what Vin Diesel looks like, sounds like, and how capable he is of holding the screen.
We were filming in the Bronx and in Brooklyn, and one time some other guys from the neighborhood, and they didn't want us to film there. And then there was like 10 of those guys, and then they came out and we were ready to fight. And every day was something different. Every day was something different. So it kind of like, just kept us tight together. We just kept pushing. And Vin was like the captain of the ship, so he was like...
He's genuinely a pleasure to watch, appealing to both men and women. And that voice alone, you can see, would book him lots of work.
Yo soy Groot. I am Groot. I was a bouncer for 9 years in New York City. And at first it was a wonderful job because I loved to go out so much in the city, and I was getting paid to go out.
Right.
Of course, the novelty wore off real quick.
Fight every damn night when you're a bouncer?
If you work at some clubs, you fight every night.
Yeah.
Like I said, the novelty wears off.
I would think so. And in addition to bouncing people...
Are you thinking about...
Yeah, changing careers? Yeah. That's exactly what I'm thinking about.
I get it.
And while you were being a bouncer, were you also going out auditioning on stuff?
The reason why I was bouncing is because I was auditioning during the daytime.
Yeah. So how did you become Vin Diesel from whatever, Mark Vincent?
Imagine if everyone called you Letterman and then shortened it and called you Let.
Right.
Just, yo, Let, what's up?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's what they did. They called me Vin.
Right.
And then...
But the Diesel, where did that come from?
The Diesel came in from bouncing.
Oh.
Because you don't want anyone to know your real name when you're bouncing.
I understand.
Anything can happen.
Yeah, that's right.
You follow me?
For legal reasons.
Strays succeeded because it got Vin seen by the right people. And again, you can't get more right than Steven Spielberg personally handpicking you. From there, the movies Boiler Room, Knockaround Guys, and Pitch Black. They were all artistically great pieces of work.
Don't do this, please. Por favor, no me toques, Taylor. No me toques.
The milk guy's getting paid, the potato chip guy's getting paid, the beer guy's getting paid. Every fucking body's getting paid, and you look through me? You fuck!
Pitch Black is a sci-fi action film that worked precisely because of its modest budget. They couldn't rely on special effects, so they relied on character. A killer ensemble, a smart script, and Vin Diesel absolutely runs away with the character Riddick. His stillness, his danger, his control.
Where the hell can I get eyes like that?
Gotta kill a few people.
Those eyes and that line delivery. It felt like the industry had found a Shakespearean action star. He was destined to be the next big thing. And he was. He was. And he is a huge star. But something changed. If I had to pinpoint a time when it changed, I'd say it was likely right after The Fast and the Furious, maybe part 4. Then he did Triple X, then the sequels, then the next 10 Fast movies, and the trajectory shifted. It's possible, like Stallone, like so many actors who came from nothing, that once you get through that door, life gets in the way. Money, fame, success, security, all very tempting, all very life-changing. And maybe the payoff over the art seems like the smarter option. Vin has, from time to time, returned to more serious work, but it's definitely a different Vin Diesel than the one who made Multifacial. The one who crafted films to create his own opportunities, to define his own roles.
Thing or two about performing. I mean, after all, I was Vin Diesel's acting coach. Okay, Vin, I like what you're doing there, but I want you to try it one more time like this. Duh!
Which leads to the central question. Is Vin Diesel still creating roles for himself? Or is he simply settling for what the industry hands him? Let's be clear, the early work was remarkable. Multifacial, Strays, even Pitch Black, they're all examples of someone deeply aware of his craft, deliberate in his choices, shaping himself as an actor before the world decided what he could be.
Not for me!
He had depth, vulnerability, and presence. He could hold a frame, he could carry a scene, and he could evoke emotion in subtle, quiet ways.
And I want it.
What can I tell you, Taylor? I run a business here. I have expenses. If I'm not paying fast enough for you, turn them off. Take them out of the store.
He's blessed with being born with that look and that voice. He's a very talented actor. But these are all qualities that often get overshadowed by muscle cars, explosions, and blockbuster branding in the later part of his career.
And no offense, but their performances were terrible.
And maybe that's the most fascinating part of Vin Diesel's story. A man who, in his early 20s, was not just an actor, but he was an auteur, a creator, a performer shaping his own destiny. Somewhere along the way, that guy took a back seat. And the question remains, can he reclaim that space? Because when Vin Diesel tries, he's not just entertaining, he's captivating, he's compelling. He's the actor who once could have been remembered as one of the most interesting of his generation, who appeared physically as one thing, but revealed another side, more deep, more layered, more interesting. But then sort of settled for being what he appeared to be.
I did find me guilty, and Steven Spielberg called me and said, "What are you doing? You're doing all different kinds of roles." And he had said to me, "You know, you must get back to the directing chair. You just have to block out all the corporations and all the studios and just do it." I haven't. As much as I am grateful for the accomplishments, there are moments when I go, "God, Vin, you owe it."
And that's the story of Vin Diesel, the actor who gave up, or at least gave up a version of himself, in exchange for what the world demanded.
What the fuck is so fucking funny about that? Why the fuck would that be funny?